This is WROE-LP-FM Radio Free Roanoke, Virginia. My name is Jason Hoffhines, and this is episode 2 of Unsung. The point of this show is to highlight artists that I feel deserve wider recognition, and hopefully in the process I expose you to some artists that you maybe never heard, but like enough to want to hear again. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee from central Pennsylvania on April Fool's Day 2000, and for the next hour I will be playing you some great music from artists that I discovered during my 7-year stint in Music City. I moved to Nashville to pursue my own music career, and a lot of these folks I knew personally, some of them I played with, some I just kind of admired from afar. I'm going to do this in chronological order, and it starts in 1999. If you caught the last episode, you'll remember I was playing drums in a band with a gentleman named Steve Ward, and the entire Nashville chapter of my life came to be based on this relationship. There's a backstory, of course. I'll try to make it quick, and don't worry, none of this will be on the test. Steve Ward had a band in college with a guy named Joe Pizzapia. Steve stayed in PA and started a band called Cherry Twister. Joe moved to Nashville with his brother Mark and started a band aptly named Joe Mark's Brother. Joe and Mark were pretty much the only two people I knew when I got to Nashville. Luckily for me, they were a big deal in town, and I was immediately welcomed into what was, at least at the time, a really amazing music scene. Alright, I think we're caught up. Let's get on with it. First up is a track by Steve Ward from his 2000 release entitled Opening Night. I'm going to play track 4, which is called Still Life. Vocals, keyboard, guitar, and percussion by Steve Ward. Bass by Mike Giblin.
In her still life. Incomplete on 42nd Street, capturing in black and white a face you'll never meet. For a magazine, she's otherwise unseen, floating through the city like a silent figurine. She captured in a photograph the thing she'll never have. She was a sad, still life, lost in the city lights, and with a flash she fades from sight. Camera on her arm, she leaves a double R and tries to focus in on a kaleidoscope of stars, making her retreat to 42nd Street, seeming so invincible, but signaling defeat. She captured in a photograph the thing she'll never have. She was a sad, still life, lost in the city lights, and in a flash she fades from sight. Lost in a dream, she hears the tune drifting by the lotus bloom. Coriander fills the afternoon. Summer shades the ocean tide. was a sad, still life, lost in the city lights, and what she wants is out of her line of sight, and like a flash she fades.
Steve Ward with his song called Still Life. Up next, I have two from Joe Mark's brother. The first one is an up-tempo number called Failing in Love. After that, we'll hear Hideaway. Joe Mark's brother is Joe Pizzapia on guitar and vocals, Mark Pizzapia on drums and vocals, and James Hags Haggerty on bass and vocals.
Breaking up always sucks. Everybody's out of sorts. And while the tower falls, insecurities stand tall. On 1 week of the next, everything is such a mess. And in the reverb of the sounds we made together, sometimes I get so depressed. I hate the way it makes you feel like you're not good enough. I hate the way it makes me feel so alone. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in love. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in love. When hearts have been rubbed raw, questions cut through like a saw. Am I the one I thought I was? Are we both supposed to walk? I hate the way it makes you feel like you're not good enough. I hate the way it makes me feel so all alone. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in love. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in love. I hate the way it makes me feel like I'm not good enough. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in love. I'm feeling down about it. I failed in I used to have a small house house with a window and a view. I would stand there every morning to catch a glimpse of you. And there were days you'd see me watching and ask me to come out, but I never had the courage to leave my little house. Then you went away as quickly as you came, and I would always wait, but you were never to return again. Well, I used to know a person with his face inside a book, and the world went on around him, but there he never ever looked. Above the binding she was dancing to a tune he couldn't hear, and long before he reached the ending, it suddenly had become clear that she had gone away as quickly as she came, and he would always wait, but she was never to return again. Well, I used to have a small house with a window and a view. I would stand there every morning to catch a glimpse of you. So many hideaways, so many subtle ways, and love will always wait for you, but no one person waits forever. Nobody can wait forever. Ooh.
Some back-to-back Joe Marks Brother with Failing in Love and Hideaway. Now I'm going to play you a song by a singer-songwriter named David Mead. Joe Marks Brothers started as a quartet with David as a member. He left in 1999 to pursue a solo career. His debut album is called The Luxury of Time, and I'm going to play you a song called Telephone. This is David on guitar and vocals, Chris McHugh on drums and percussion, Rusty Anderson and Kenny Greenberg on guitar, Carl Hergesell on Wurlitzer, Jason Lenning on the omnichord, and the original bass player from Joe Marks Brother, Pete Langella, on bass.
Joy can
That was David Mead with the song Telephone. In 1999, Joe was co-producing his girlfriend's band, with Joe Mark's brother being the backing band in the studio. I went to visit the guys in Nashville in late 99 while this record was being made, and Joe took me aside and said, the girls are going to need a drummer when this record is finished. You should probably move to town. He sent me rough mixes, I started learning the record, and a few months later, I was in Nashville. A couple weeks after I got there, we rehearsed once, and I played 2 gigs with these girls in May of 2000, and then they moved to New York City. Life is funny like that sometimes. Anyway, this is the Pierces, Catherine and Allison, with Joe Mark's brother as the backing band, from their debut album called The Pierces. This is track 10, and the song is called Jeffrey.
Jeffrey ran away, last seen with that boy around the corner, hands upon his waist, shaking too much for his daddy's honor. Jeffrey was a tired boy, too much yelling.
The Pierces from the year 2000 and their song Jeffrey. Now I'm going to play you 2 songs by an artist named Owsley. Will Owsley was an Alabama-born singer-songwriter, and a friend of mine turned me onto this record in 2000. I'm going to play you track 7 from his self-titled album. This song is called Zavalo House. This song features Chris McHugh on drums and percussion, Bob Parr on bass, Rebecca Walker on backing vocals, Millard Powers on the mini moog solo, and Will Owsley on guitar and vocals. Owsley with Zavalo House. Next, I'm going to play another song by Owsley. This one's called Sentimental Favorite. This one features Chris McHugh on drums, Millard Powers on bass, Jonathan Hamby on the Wurlitzer and Chamberlin, string parts by Spencer Campbell, vocals and guitars by Owsley.
Story of a heart that's been broken and thrown on the floor, picking up pieces to put back together, hoping it beats like before. It's all between you and it's all between me, but in between the lines, what could it mean? not the weather that keeps us together. It's the warmth of my hand that you hold. It's all between you and it's all between me. But in between the lines, what could it mean? When you say what you mean, do you mean what you say? Am I the sentimental favorite of the day? What you say, is it me? Are you looking for tenderness? The sentimental favorite of the day. Please be sincere, my dear, with me. Can I solve your mystery? It's all between you and it's all between me. But in between the lines, what could it mean? When you say what you mean, do you mean what you say? Am I the sentimental favorite of the day? What you say, is it me? Say the sentimental favorite. Say what you mean. When you say what you mean, do you mean what you say? Am I the sentimental favorite of the day?
That was Owsley with Sentimental Favorite. Sadly, Will Owsley took his own life in 2010. He was 44 years old. Up next is a song by a band called Pinch, named after the town in West Virginia where two of the members came from. Pinch is Jerry Flowers on bass and vocals, his brother Randy Flowers on guitar, and Jonathan Dedrick on keyboards. This band was a bit of a supergroup. Jerry was the bass player in the Dixie Chicks touring band during the height of their success, and he's also been Keith Urban's bass player for years. Jerry was Meatloaf's touring guitarist for decades, and John was also in the Dixie Chicks touring band, as well as playing with Patty Griffin and many others. For my money, Jerry was the best male vocalist in Nashville, and in a town full of great singers, that's saying something. And as far as I know, this record never came out. This is Pinch with Barely Breathing.
Slammed the door and drove away. That's all I remember till I ran out of gas. Left the car there on the road, and I just started walking with nothing but the past. And I'm on my own again, with my back against the wind. Walked for miles to find a phone, but couldn't dial your number. Something changed my mind this time. Now I'm barely breathing, I'm barely hanging on. If you want me back again, it's an everything I feel for you, yeah.
That was Pinch from 2001 and their song Barely Breathing. I had two friends visit me from Central PA a couple years after I moved to Nashville, and I decided to give them the full experience. I took them down to Lower Broad. We popped into Robert's Western World for a burger and fries. And as we were sitting there finishing up, the band started playing, and about 30 seconds in, all three of us froze and just stared at the band. For the next 3 hours, we wordlessly watched with our jaws on the floor. And to this day, for me at least, it remains the single greatest display of guitar virtuosity I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some good ones. This is the Don Kelly Band. Don Kelly on lead vocals and acoustic guitar, Artie Alinikoff on drums and backing vocals, Nashville legend Dave WROE on upright bass and background vocals, and the incredible Johnny Hyland on electric guitar. This song is called Truck Drivin' Man, and I'd like to dedicate it to the memory of Dave WROE, who passed away a couple months ago.
Texas, a place called Hamburger Dance. Now I heard that old jukebox play. It's song about truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. She poured me a little coffee. I said, thank you, hon, I called her again. Why, you know, that old song sure do fit me, huh? 'Cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. I was gone, and I got them old truck wheel rolling. I'm on my way to San Antonio. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. And play the truck driving man.
Whew, my goodness. Can you imagine sitting in a bar, having no idea that's coming, and then that's what hit you? I will never forget it. So the Don Kelly Band played every Friday and Saturday night at Robert's Western World, downtown Nashville. Every Monday night, a band called the Time Jumpers played at the world-famous Station Inn. I would get my big soft pretzel and ice-cold IBC root beer and settle in for a long evening of wonderful Western swing music. This group is a collection of some of Nashville's finest country Western side men/women, and I'm going to play you a track from their album The Time Jumpers Live at the Station Inn. And though some of the names have changed over the years, you're about to hear Johnny Cox on the pedal steel guitar, Dennis Crouch on bass, Ranger Doug Green on acoustic guitar and vocals, Hoot Hester on the fiddle and vocals, Carolyn Martin on vocals, Andy Reese on electric guitar, Kenny Sears on fiddle and vocals, Jeff Taylor on accordion and vocals, and Rick Vanaugh on drums. This is the Time Jumpers live with their version of Roly Poly.
biscuit. As long as he can chew it, it's okay. He can eat an apple pie and never even bat an eye. He likes anything from soup to hay. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. I bet he's gonna be a man someday. Breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly-poly, he eats a hearty dinner. It takes lots of strength to run and play. He's up at dawn to do the chores, and he runs both ways through all the stores. He works up an appetite that way. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. I bet he's gonna be a man someday.
That was Nashville legends The Time Jumpers with their version of Roly-Poly. What a great way to spend a Monday night. And now for something completely different. I met Chris Bradley in 2000. He had just recorded a project under the name Star Clock. It's basically him. He did a record called Brain Perm. He was looking for people to play it live. I'm going to play you a track from that album called I Know I Can Love You. This is Chris Bradley playing all the instruments.
whisked it ever away, off to the land of Whoop-Dang, where there
Chris Bradley with I Know I Can Love You. Boy, those gigs were so much fun. We played all his weird tunes. We covered Rush, we covered Chick Corea, and people looked at us like we were aliens. It was incredibly un-Nashville in the best possible way. We're going to pop back now to the world of Joe Mark's brother. This is a side project of Joe Pizzapia with a singer named Liz Hodder. Joe had a small studio in his apartment, and with his downstairs neighbor Liz, they started this project called Watercolor. As far as I know, they only did one record, but it was a cool concept. They would write a song during the day and record it after dinner. Joe and Liz both sing and play guitar on this song, which is called Can We Start Anew, from the 2002 release titled Beautiful Mistakes. This is Watercolor.
I recall the day we put these chairs back here in the yard behind our house in Tennessee. I am staring at the stars that shine for me. Do you see them too from where you are tonight? Can we start this thing anew? Just forget about the me and you. Can we start this thing anew and begin as if we never were before? Breeze blows through the dancing candlelight, and a plane above is off to distant skies. I recall the days when we would sit right here. Where are you tonight? And do you think of me? Can we start this thing anew? Just forget about the me and you. Can we start this thing anew and begin as if we never were before? Trees fill in above the chair that I sit in. They will cover up the sky, but you will still be in my mind. Can we start this thing anew? Just forget about the me and you. Can we start this thing anew and begin as if we never were before?
Joe and Liz are Watercolor, and that was Can We Start Anew from their 2002 release Beautiful Mistakes. I'm going to play another track from this record. This is actually like a hidden track. It's not listed in the liner notes. You have to play track 10 and then chill for a minute, and then this beautiful, devastating piece is just sitting there waiting for you. This is Joe and Liz again, with the addition of Paul Deacon on the vibes and the brilliant Chris Carmichael, who arranged and played the strings. And keep Chris's name in your mind. He will be featured again in the next episode. This is Till the Morning Comes by Watercolor.
In the corner of my mind, you are with me all the time. If there were a way for you to see the space you live in me, there'd be nothing left to hide. For this place I have inside, you would understand. Your shadows are your brightest light, and you know that you could go to a safe place of your own. Close your eyes and wish it wasn't so, but I don't want you to go. We don't have to be alone. Stay with me until the morning comes and there's so much that we don't know of these places of our own. Time will let us see the majesty as it unfolds. And you know that you could go to a safe place of your own. Close your eyes and wish it
Till the Morning Comes by Watercolor. I've been listening to that song for 20 years and it still hits me every time. This feels like a good place to end it, and I see we're coming up on an hour anyway, so I'm going to call it. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this trip down memory lane. In retrospect, this era of Nashville music history feels like a little bit of a golden age. I'm super happy I was there for some of it. I originally thought this show would be a 2-parter, but we're only up to 2002, and I have a lot of music left to play. So maybe it'll end up being 3. Time will tell, stay tuned to find out. Till next time, this is Jason Hoffines. Thank you for hanging out for this episode of Unsung. Please support WROELP Roanoke any way you can. Thank you. Have a great day.